Welcome back to the Rodecast, guys. Hope you're doing well out there. I'm your host, Rod, as always. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the trucking issue once again, which I've discussed before. But since the last time I made a video, there have been two new accidents that have happened involving 18-wheelers where illegal aliens were in the driving seat, as the one you're seeing right now, which happened about 2 weeks ago. Absolutely horrific, literally a fiery crash in California. And before this one, there was one in New York. And of course, we had the other Indian, like 2 months ago, whatever, who crashed in Florida and killed 3 people. This time is also an illegal alien from India. Okay. Despite the fact that the states from where these people originate have done nothing to fix this problem, the federal government is actually taking solid action on this. Duffy, to give him credit, is doing something, many things actually, along with Kristi Noem. But there's some states who are actually working alongside ICE to actually fix this problem, because given the horrible system that we have, this globalist mixing capitalist system we have, which brings the entire world together and mixes it like a disgusting melting pot, which I find hideous, all for the profits of a small group of people and not really the American people. Citizens in this country do not benefit from this system. We, in fact, get hurt by it in many different ways, including physically now, because of the fact that these blue states mainly are giving CDL licenses to people who have absolutely no right to be in this country, and they're absolutely incompetent. They literally can't even speak our language. They can't drive for a shite.
What does it mean?
What do you mean?
Yeah, what does that sign mean?
Yeah, 2 people
2 people doing what?
walk.
They're walking?
Yeah, 2 people are walking.
Where?
I don't know where.
He had no idea. Like, he had trouble answering those questions, like where he was loaded, where he was taking it.
Yeah.
Asking him company questions, and if anybody else was in the truck with him. He kept saying California. I was like, California's in the truck with you? And he's like, yeah, California.
That was yet another truck driver pulled over by a cop in Arkansas. This truck driver out of California, he could not speak English or read traffic signs. Joining us now, DHS Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin. It's great to see you, Secretary. It's great to have you back on. What is the administration doing about this? Because California gave out 62,000 trucking licenses to illegal aliens, and now at least 6 people have been killed since August from illegal aliens who can't read English.
It's not just dumb, it is deadly. As you mentioned, just last week out of California, we had an Indian national who entered the country in 2022. He was released by the Biden administration, and then he was given a work authorization by the Biden administration. And the California Department of Transportation gave this individual a CDL to operate a big rig. You'll remember that Sanctuary City, because of these politicians and because of their policies, the state of California doesn't actually ask those who are getting these CDLs or these big rig licenses what their immigration status is. So we're seeing this time and time again. We also just saw this a couple of weeks ago out of Florida, again, that being a California issued CDL. It's incredibly disturbing. And what Secretary Sean Duffy and Secretary Noem are doing is partnering to make sure we're getting a hold of who actually has these CDLs and to check their actual legal status. They actually have a Thursday press conference where they're going to be announcing more about this, but we're really all over this. Secretary Duffy has been incredibly proactive on this issue, as has Secretary Noem, because we know because of these Sanctuary City politicians, there's deadly consequences.
And they're causing deadly accidents which are killing Americans on the road. Okay, now we have to watch out for 18-wheelers. Anytime I see one, I'm always looking out to see what they're doing, because horrific accidents like this are happening in every state. But luckily, given the global system that we have, and these drivers basically drive through most of the states in the country, the red states can actually use that fact. The whole countrywide function of the market system means that they have to drive through red states as well. And that's where we can catch them. That's the positive part of the system that we have. Okay, there are many negatives, but there are also positives.
Troopers arrest 73 illegal immigrants driving big rigs through our state.
It's part of an ongoing crackdown called Operation Guardian. Troopers partnering with ICE agents to make the arrests.
News 4's Hunter Elise has the new information.
Another 73 illegal immigrants arrested in a targeted Operation Guardian sting. This effort over in eastern Oklahoma, with troopers primarily stopping commercial vehicles. You may remember in September, the Department of Public Safety arrested 120 illegal immigrants in western Oklahoma in a sting there.
So that brings me to last month. So overall, there's been 73 here, most recently 125 actually, back last month. So I want to get to that one as well.
These were all truck drivers who were stopped just miles after crossing into Oklahoma. KOCO's Abigail Ogle joining us in the newsroom. Abby, this was all a part of Operation Guardian.
Guys, that's right. Governor Kevin Stitt says by letting these individuals drive massive 18-wheelers that weigh more than 80,000 pounds on Oklahoma roads, it puts all Oklahomans at risk. So here's what we know tonight at 5 o'clock, that Oklahoma Highway Patrol teamed up with ICE, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, to be stationed along I-40 in Beckham County out in western Oklahoma. Together, they say they apprehended more than 125 undocumented immigrants. They say one of the suspects was carrying this ID. It's a CDL out of New York. Look closely, though. Under the name, it says no name given. Law enforcement says the drivers are from 9 countries, including India, China, Russia, Georgia, Turkey, Ukraine, and more. Governor Kevin Stitt saying, quote, if New York...
Oh yeah, there's definitely more. Look at this. What the hell is this? They literally don't even care about letting us know who these people are, because it doesn't matter. They're from countries where they don't speak any English whatsoever, but nevertheless, they don't care. They're foreigners, so we're going to love them. All these people are third worlders. Okay, no English, no qualifications whatsoever to be here. They have no right to be here, certainly, because they're not foundational Americans. They should have zero ability to come to this country, but they don't care. No name given. It doesn't even matter who they are. We're just going to let them drive deadly weapons on the streets and potentially kill Americans. And we don't even care. That's the kind of irresponsible behavior that New York is engaging in. Hideous. Okay. Luckily, there's some states who actually care about American citizens, like Oklahoma, who are doing something to get these disgusting filth out of our roads. Dangerous filth.
India, China, Russia, Georgia, Turkey, Ukraine, and more. Governor Kevin Stitt saying, quote, if New York wants to hand out CDLs to illegal immigrants, undocumented immigrants with no name given, that's on them. But the moment they cross into Oklahoma, they will answer to our laws. We reached out to Oklahoma Highway Patrol today to learn more about what went into this sweep. The department says they will be answering questions on all of this tomorrow. We will continue.
So they in fact did. So that was from a month ago. Okay. Now that was 125 arrested. That's 73 arrested illegal drivers in Oklahoma alone over the last 2 months, basically. And that's awesome. So let's get back to this one. This is the most recent sting from Operation Guardian.
The results are almost staggering when you think of how many illegal drivers and non-English speaking drivers we run across that are operating these massive semis on our interstate system.
During the most recent sting, Department of Public Safety Commissioner Tim Tipton says posts on social media from the East Coast were warning commercial truck drivers of the operation, telling them to find an alternate route and avoid Oklahoma altogether. But even with...
Think about that. These people are out there killing Americans on the road. But nevertheless, there's still some loser out of some liberal state telling these illegal drivers who don't even speak English, who don't know how to follow basic instructions on the road, who don't speak English. They're still telling them ways to try to escape the authorities and trying to help out the illegals, while the illegals are actively putting American lives on the road in danger. Okay, people are literally dying. Americans are dying on the street because of illegal aliens who can't drive and shouldn't be here and don't speak a lick of English. But nevertheless, they're still trying to help them out. The self-hatred and love for foreigners is immense in this country when it comes to certain people. Okay. And it's definitely in both parties and on both sides.
OHP troopers and ICE agents arrested 73 people. 34 of those were driving commercial vehicles.
In this case with commercial motor vehicles, the proof is easy to see. It is dangerous to our citizens when we have people who are here illegally, untrained, operating these types of vehicles. And so it is a true public safety issue that we will aggressively enforce.
Tipton says all highway patrol troopers are credentialed under ICE. When asked about probable cause to make an arrest during an operation like this, Tipton says,
if they're an illegal alien, they're here illegally.
In the most recent sting, Tipton says they stopped over 500 cars, and after searching the ICE database, learned several foreign drivers were in the country legally.
They have a current visa, they have a current right to be in the country, and they're released back to their truck and going down the road.
In Oklahoma City, Hunter Elise, Oklahoma's News 4.
So basically, they're following the law, and I have a problem with anybody being here, from foreign countries, but that's my opinion. The current law is if you don't have a valid method of being here through a visa or some kind of other residency or citizenship, then you can't be here. Okay, that's the current law. I would like it so that nobody comes here. My position is zero immigration and closed borders, but that's not the position of the government. So I understand that's reality. My beliefs are not necessarily the reality, and that's fine. I'm an adult, so I can handle the world being different from what I want it to be. But the point is, the people in Oklahoma, I want to give them credit, and also ICE, they're doing the best to protect their citizens, both in their state and also for America. Unfortunately, they're only one state, so they can't really do much about the other states. Okay, so that's why we need the feds involved here. And hopefully some blue states want to protect their own citizens, but I'm not holding my breath about New York, California, or Illinois, or Colorado, or any of these states where these people get their CDLs to do anything about it. Because all the governors and the legislatures in all those states care more about illegal aliens than they care about American citizens. Unfortunately, I don't want to say that because it sounds so horrible to say. Okay, and I don't want to make it a common thing that you just say, but it's true. So what else are you going to do? Because that's the real world impact and how it looks like, the way that they behave. Governor Pritzker and Gavin Newsom are more concerned about the well-being of illegal drivers who want to get CDLs than his own citizen. They can literally lose millions in federal funding, but they're still not doing anything to secure the streets and to make sure that illegals who can't even speak English, can't read a street sign, aren't getting CDLs. They're not doing anything to actually secure the streets and to make sure that only qualified drivers are getting CDLs. They haven't improved the standards, which the states can do. There's a bare minimum that's set by the feds for issuing these licenses, but the states can introduce new laws and restrictions to make sure that legal people who know how to drive are the ones who are doing it. But they've done nothing, zero. No new regulations to protect people in America. That's what Newsom has done. Nothing. And the rest of the, politicians in all those states. But at least Oklahoma's doing something. And I'm very grateful for that. And that's all I got to say for this video. Thank you so much for watching, as always. And I'll see you guys in my next one.